just mean like I can't be an actor? Like, what does that mean? That was what I was getting feedback on every single audition.
Hey, what's up, guys? Have you ever wondered how Kristen Bell spends her money? Kristen and her husband, Dax Shepard, spend their money in a very unusual way. Continue watching to find out how they spend their millions. Before we continue, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more videos like this to appear on your feed. Kristen Bell is one of the highest paid actors in the world. For what we see in the media, it is fair to assume that Kristen is doing great. And when we say great, we mean making millions of dollars more than her husband. This has led us all to wonder how they manage their finances together when both of them are paid so differently. Ever since she was a student at NYU Tisch School of the Arts, Kristen has been in show business. It has been reported that Kristen has a total net worth of $20 million. But even though she is in a good place financially speaking, she remains an inspiration for all good people, no matter what social class they're in. Money has never spoiled Kristen, as she was raised supporting charities, foundations, and even people in need. This gives us an even bigger reason as to why we adore her so much. How did the actress reach this kind of status? As you might already know, Kristen is an American actress, producer, singer, and dancer who is mostly known for appearing in films such as When in Rome, Couples Retreat, The Boss, You Again, and A Bad Mom's Christmas. The actress was born and raised in Michigan in 1980. She was born to the family of a television news director and a registered nurse. Sadly, her parents divorced when she was very young, and Kristen would take turns living with her family. She later went on to continue at Shrine Catholic High School, where she found out that she was very passionate about acting. As a teenager, she would take part in every music club and drama she could, and even managed to act as a lead role in the high school version of The Wizard of Oz. But this was only the beginning of her inspiring career as an actress. After she graduated from high school, Kristen went to the University of New York to study musical theater. But just a few months after starting her studies, she dropped out to play in The Adventures of Tom Sawyer in a Broadway musical. Surprisingly, she would impress filmmakers, and in 2001, Kristen appeared in her first movie called Pootie Tang. However, her appearance in this film wasn't something big that would gain her a reputation in show business. Her appearance in the film was one single scene which only showed up in the credit sequence. During the same year, she auditioned for the role of Chloe Sullivan in the TV series called Smallville, but didn't get accepted. Kristen then continued appearing on Broadway, and in 2002, she played alongside Laura Linney and Liam Neeson in The Crucible. She wouldn't gain recognition until 2004, where she finally won a leading role in a television series called Veronica Mars. The series talked about a smart and curious teenage detective. Even though the series wasn't a huge success, it would change Kristen's acting career forever. Now, Kristen has become one of the highest-grossing actresses in Hollywood by appearing in numerous popular TV series and movies. Her list of credits is pretty long, as she has played roles in movies, all the way up to voicing video game characters. All of these projects have not only led Kristen to be considered a global celebrity, but has gained the actress a huge amount of wealth. Kristen's net worth. As we mentioned earlier, Kristen has a little bit over $20 million in her bank account, but we're still curious to know, how did she make so much money? First off, she starred in one of the highest-grossing animated films of the 21st century, Frozen. The movie did great and earned a huge profit, but we doubt that Kristen ever thought of being the lead character in one of the most popular animated films in history back when she dropped out of the University in New York. In 2015, Frozen had already gathered a total of $1.3 billion at the box office, without considering merchandise sales. The sequel of the movie was even more successful when it came to profit. Frozen 2 broke the record for being the highest-grossing animation in history. It has surpassed Frozen by $100 million and Incredibles 2 by $200 million. With all this money being mentioned, it makes sense that Kristen has received a good amount of it. Despite the popular animated movie, Kristen has also appeared in countless TV shows for more than 10 years now, and this has also helped her in her wealth. One of her most successful TV shows is A Good Place. This series had the purpose of raising many ethical questions and explaining what it takes to be a good person. As the star of the series since 2006, the actress has claimed that she gets paid $120,000 per episode, meaning that for all episodes, she has gained a profit of around $5 million. Even though she's a multi-millionaire, Kristen doesn't let money destroy her. During an interview with with Conan O'Brien in 2012, she claimed that even though she has $20 million in her bank account, she still shops with coupons whenever she finds the opportunity. Kristen also added that when she married comedian Dax Shepard, she tried her best to keep the wedding ceremony cost low, under $150. By this point, it looks like both Kristen and Dax are a little bit of a cheapskate couple, but they both have expressed that they like keeping money in their wallet and not spending it like crazy. Even though we love this crazy couple, it's really hard for us to believe that they hate spending money and hold on to it as if their lives depend on it. In combination, both of them have a net worth of $40 million, yet they still continue to buy clothing that costs $30 and hunt down the best sales they could find. We cannot blame them for trying to fit in with the rest of us, but it's a true eye-opener to hear that a rich person doesn't want to spend their money. Most celebrities nowadays like to show off their wealth and spend as much as they can, but I guess their frugalness has made them more endearing. Here's how both of them spend their combined $40 million net worth. Even though many celebrities are never spotted outside ordinary stores like Target and H&M, they sometimes shop there for their children. For example, Angelina Jolie has recently been spotted shopping with her kids at Target, but we doubt that this famous actress has gone there to shop for herself. Kristen, on the other hand, loves to shop at Target. She has even claimed that it is one of her favorite stores to get new clothes. She took the statement a step farther when she wore a $45 dress on the red carpet event. But this dress wasn't the only piece of clothing Kristen wore to such an event. She wears them often, but fans have always thought that she was wearing fancy designer clothes just like the rest of the celebrities. Kristen also claimed that she loves Bed Bath & Beyond. Kristen and her husband aren't only obsessed with buying affordable clothing, but they also make their own clothing. In 2019, the couple made a line of baby supplies to be sold at Walmart. They sold everything that a baby needs, from diapers to clothing and bottles. These affordable products are well designed and made with plant-based materials, which are better for both the environment and for babies. But all this money that they get from the line of baby supplies probably rests for years on end in Kristen's bank account. Their extremely cheap wedding. Spending only $142 on a wedding ceremony is something that even people who don't have a lot of money don't dare to do. Let's not talk about other celebrities that think spending $142 just for a wedding cake is pathetic. But Kristen doesn't care what other people think and is happy with what she got for $142. This meant that there was no impressive wedding gown or tuxedo or even a beautiful destination ceremony filled with friends and family. The biggest cost of their ceremony came from the marriage certificate, which the pair signed back in 2013. They love investing in real estate, but don't own a mansion for themselves. The couple owns around 3 apartment buildings that we know of in Los Angeles. Their business endeavors got revealed when the couple was refusing to take checks from their tenants back in 2020 when the global health situation had reached its peak. It has been reported that they have purchased an English revival-style home from the 1920s that was worth a total of $4.5 million back in 2017. The home is located in a huge piece of property in the Laughlin Park area. This home looks pretty small from the outside, but it has 4 bedrooms, a big library inside, and of course, everything else they could need. Kristen and her husband didn't think too much about furnishing the home all over again and decided that the furniture it already had from its last design was good enough. They only bought a few utensils and a lazy boy couch. And even for one single couch, the couple made a huge fuss about it, as they wouldn't agree on where to put it. But after they saw the problem that came with designing a home, Kristen just decided that it was best to leave the home as it was. Kristen and her family only stayed 2 years in the English revival-style home and decided to relocate in 2019. But this time, Kristen decided to spoil herself more than she usually does by finally getting a designer for the place. She soon realized how important it was to hire a home designer and would soon come up with her personal motto, comfort above everything. Even though she might be cheap for buying things, she doesn't hesitate to buy a bit extra when it comes to other people. She once remodeled her sister's home and even gives a lot to people that are in need. But in the end, even though the couple saves as much money on clothes and furniture, we're sure that they give their children everything they need to live a happy childhood. Thank you for reaching the end of this video. Subscribe if you like our content and hit that notification bar to get notified for other video updates. See you in the next video.